I'm Matthew with Clik. Upgrading to TPU tubes is one of the easiest ways to drop weight and lower your rolling resistance. However, the installation process is a little bit different than your traditional rubber tubes. Today, we're going to show you exactly how to install your new Clik TPU tube and highlight the #1 mistake you need to avoid. You never ever want to fully inflate your TPU tube outside of the tire. Instead, you want to inflate it just enough so that it can hold a nice circular shape. It should look something like this and be between 2 to 4 psi. With one side of the tire bead removed, thoroughly inspect the inside of the tire. We recommend wiping the interior with a damp cloth, especially if you were running tubeless sealant. If you are not using a new tire, we recommend using a foam light to thoroughly inspect the inside for any thorns, wire, or road debris that may have made their way inside. Once you are confident the tire is clear, inspect the rim and rim tape. We recommend running TPU tubes with tubeless tape to ensure a smooth, consistent rim bed. With the tire and rim ready, now we can begin the installation. Insert the valve through the rim hole and ensure that it is seated straight. Carefully work the tube into the tire. If you find it difficult to tuck in, slightly deflate the tube and double check that it is laying flat and not twisted. It should look a little bit like this. Now you're ready to reinstall the bead. Try to complete this only using your thumbs, as using tire levers only increases the risk of pinching. You're really going to want to massage the beads down into the rim well. And if you feel yourself forcing too much, try to go back over and really work those old spots. It's really not about muscle, but rather more about a gentle technique to try to give yourself enough slack to work through this last section. Once you reach the bottom down here by the valve, it's going to get a little bit harder, so just keep working through those edges. If you find that it's too difficult to get this last section, it is okay to deflate a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and let some air out here, make it easier. You really don't want to force this here. You'll notice that it'll kind of just slide right into place when it's ready. Back these edges, make sure that the bead is sitting against the rim wall. There you go. You're going to want to give the valve stem a wiggle here and make sure that moves. This ensures that the tube is not pinched at the rim wall here. Make sure that you work your way around the edges, ensuring that no side of the TPU tube is trapped underneath the bead. Carefully going around each side, making sure that it is all tucked. Once you're confident that the tire is ready, you can go ahead and thread your rim nut back on. Then, click your pump head on and inflate to your desired riding pressure. Note that you can remove the rim nut post-inflation, as TPU tubes do not shift around at the stem nearly as much as your traditional butyl tubes. That being said, less than 1/4 gram of weight isn't going to hurt on your ride. If you are using CO2 with a TPU tube, introduce the gas slowly in a controlled manner, as a rapid discharge can damage any TPU tube. Once you got everything inflated and ready to go, just click your dust cap on, and now you're ready to hit the road. If you do experience a flat, TPU tubes require dedicated TPU patches, which are included in all of our TPU boxes. Be sure to carry one in your saddlebag with your spare. For detailed patching instructions, see our video on TPU repairs. Enjoy the ride and feel free to leave any comments down below.